Okay, guys. Well, hopefully I'm back now. Got things figured out on my computer. Put out a video this morning. That guy is Scott Hebert. Scott Herbet. He has a YouTube channel called Scott Hebert Art. He does live streams every evening for an hour to 2 hours kind of thing. Check it out. It might be up your alley. It's worth a look. Anyway, he's far more savvy to electronics than I am. So he offered to come over and have a look and possibly be able to fix my problem, which he did in short order. If I don't get this uploaded today, that means I screwed it up. He did not. And my screw up rate is pretty high, so you never know. What I am going to do though, I'm just going to do a quick short video because and upload this because I really need to sort of. He uploaded a few things or something on my computer that I'm not familiar with, so it's a little bit of a different system. I know I'm going to struggle with remembering to do it right. I'd struggle with it. You likely would not, because as I've mentioned, I am an imbecile when it comes to computer stuff. Anyway, let's lay in a little bit of color here. Really don't want too much detail in here. I just like to give the impression of the end of the bottom of a tree going into the root ball below. And disappearing behind this rock on the right. That's that's burnt sienna I'm using. I'm going to add a little more ultramarine blue to the underside here. We do want that to be kind of in the shade. Okay, now we're going to overwhelm that with a bigger blob of red sienna. Got my pinky shaking away out there. It looks good, but it's a little too detaily. A little too detaily. I will go slightly lighter. One more stroke of a little higher chroma here. That's good for now. I can always go more intense. Yeah, actually, I'll just leave this in here. If I need to, I can bring it up a notch. For the moment, that's good. While we're at it, I wonder if I drop down to about there and just shift the camera over a little bit. Oops, sorry. Only a couple of strokes on that tree as well. Zoomed right in. Seeing as I have those colors on the palette right now, why not? A little bit light. A little bit light. It's often a bit tricky to try to figure out the values that you want, you know? Okay, back to a little more burnt sienna. We'll just go right through that. I know, I'm zoomed in like crazy right now. I'll back out at the end. You know, on a small branch like the one that I'm filling in right now, you don't need to put a dark and a light side on it. I think that's a little bit, you end up getting kind of persnickety. It's a little bit counterproductive. Okay. This branch is a little more, it's a little more important. I'm still going to go fairly light on it. Let's go a little darker at the end here. Just a touch. You have the light coming from the right, so I'm not too worried about, you know, let's say this is a farther away branch, this branch is in front, or this foliage is in front, so our trunk's catching a little bit of light there, our main trunk. Okay, that's a bit. That black line, that dark line is a little on the thick side. All right, Now, excuse me, I'm not going to clean my brush out, I'm just going to wipe it out. I'm not going to wash it out, just going to wipe it out. That's the main tree. Because it's the main tree, let's raise the value a little bit. And chroma. In a few spots. Not going right against the very edge of the trunk, just setting it in a little bit. Just a bit. Boy, I have shaky hands this afternoon. Maybe I should stop right there. This tree will be a silhouette, you know? One on the other side too, there'll be more silhouettes. I may introduce a second narrower one. You know, maybe this will be it. With a little higher value. Okay, we'll leave it at that for the moment. Let me back the camera up and square it off so you can actually see the painting. Boy, that tree I just painted in, that looks really chalky now. Okay, for the moment I'm going to leave it. I still have to darken this. And once I have, this water's going to catch some sparkly light across the foreground. You know, right here is really the only place that I've pretty much played all my cards value-wise so far. And I might just pull it up along this rock a little bit as well, just in a few spots. By the time I have all that other stuff in place, this tree will have enough competition against it in the rest of the painting that I think it'll just it'll tone down and become less sort of outstanding. Anyway, I'm just happy to have this camera / computer stuff sorted out. Okay guys, we'll talk to you soon.